What's up, folks, and welcome to Math Walkthroughs with Mr. Weeb. Today we are looking at the area of a parallelogram, and these are our Lesson 1 Your Turn questions. Let's see what the first question is. It says, what is the area of this parallelogram? Well, first we need to decide on what is the relevant information. I know that area is base times height. So, if we know that area, which is what we want to know, is base times our height, we can just say this. Area equals 8 times the height, which is in this case 4. So 8 times 4 is 32 centimeters squared. That's our area. So this is the right answer. Next, we have a parallelogram that has an area of 12 centimeters squared. And if we know that area equals base times height, we can imagine a bunch of parallelograms where, the base could be 4 and the height could be 3. That'll give us 12, right? Or we could imagine that it would be 6 and 2. That could give us 12 square centimeters. We could even imagine that it would be 12 times 1, and that would give us 12 square centimeters, right? We'd all be different shapes, right? The first one, this one would be like this, approximately. This one would be a little bit longer and skinnier. This one would be even longer and skinnier. But they would all have the same basic area. What we can see is that this last one really doesn't work. The base is 7, the height is 5. Nope, that would give us an area for that one. The area would be 7 times 5, which is, the area would be 35 square centimeters, which does not work. Finally, let's go to the last two questions where it says, why don't you need to know the side lengths of all 4 sides of a parallelogram to figure out its area? I would say this. The only 2 pieces of information you need for area is the base and the height. You might need all 4 sides if you wanted to know the perimeter. Finally, it says, describe 2 ways to determine the area of this parallelogram. Okay, well the first one is, since we know that the area is just the base, which in this case is 10, times the height, which in this case is 3. Then we know that the area is going to be 10 times 3. So the area is going to be 30 square centimeters. However, we could also turn this shape on its side so that the base is no longer 10 centimeters, but 6. I'll show you what I mean. If we move this over here and then tilt it, now suddenly we've got a new base, right? So let's have it there, and we will relabel things, right? The base is 10 on this one still, and the height is still 3. On this one, this is the base, right? So we've got area equals base, but which one is the height? In this case, it's not 3, it's the distance from the base right here, and then we would draw a perpendicular line all the way up till this line extended, right? It's so tilted, but we could draw this line like this. We draw a 90-degree angle there, and then this is now the height, right there. Do we know what it is? Well, we could figure it out, right? We already know that the area is 30 square centimeters, and we know that the base here is 6. So what times 6 would be 30? In this case, it has to be 5. So the height has to be 5 there. So I've now shown you how to determine the area of this parallelogram in a couple different ways, but we haven't actually answered the question, because the question was describe 2 ways to determine the area of this parallelogram. We've done the work, we just need to describe it. So I might say this. You can use either 10 or 6 as the base, and then find the appropriate height, and then multiply the 2 numbers to find the area. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.